Let's jump right into this explainer, shall we? Today, we are completely redefining how you view a simple, everyday snack. If you're like most people, you probably just see peanuts as a tasty handful at a baseball game or the crunchy half of a PB&J sandwich. But today, we're unpacking the truly fascinating, scientifically backed reality of what happens inside your body when you eat them. We're talking about systemic health benefits that easily rival some of the most expensive superfoods on the market right now.
Okay, we actually have to start with a bit of a plot twist here. Despite having the word nut literally right there in the name, peanuts, they aren't nuts at all. No way. They're actually legumes. They grow underground and belong to the exact same plant family as lentils, green peas, and soybeans. And you know, this unique botanical family tree is really the secret behind their incredible and highly specific nutritional profile.
So, here is our roadmap for today. Number 1, the humble legumes profile. Number 2, heart and blood sugar benefits. 3, weight control and satiety. 4, brain health and antioxidants. And finally, number 5, safety, allergies, and moderation.
All right, part 1, the humble legumes profile, unearthing a nutritional powerhouse. Let's lay the groundwork by exploring the origins and the incredibly dense nutritional makeup of the peanut.
It turns out the story of the peanut is incredibly ancient. They originated in South America, specifically around Brazil and Peru, and we've actually found peanut-shaped pottery dating back 3,500 years. Fast forward to the 1800s, and they absolutely exploded as a commercial crop in the US. Today, Americans eat an average of almost 8 pounds of peanuts per person every single year, with more than half of that being peanut butter. But we don't just eat them because they're delicious. We eat them because our bodies crave their nutritional density.
Now, if we break down just a single 1-ounce dry roasted serving, wow, you're getting 15 grams of fat, and don't panic because almost all of that is the heart-healthy, unsaturated kind. You're also getting 8 grams of protein, which actually makes peanuts second only to almonds in the nut and legume world for protein content. Toss in 4 grams of carbs, some 2 grams of fiber, and you've got yourself a perfectly balanced, densely packed nutritional powerhouse.
Moving right along to part 2, heart and blood sugar benefits. Systemic health from head to toe. Let's zoom in on how this specific mix of macronutrients acts like functional medicine for your cardiovascular system and your blood sugar.
Okay, so the real game changer here is a remarkable plant compound known as a phytosterol. These guys are structurally almost identical to the cholesterol naturally found in our bodies. When you eat peanuts, these phytosterols enter your digestive tract and essentially go to war, competing with bad cholesterol for absorption. Because your body absorbs the phytosterols first, the bad cholesterol just gets blocked and flushed right out of your system. It is an active, microscopic intervention happening right there in your gut.
And when we zoom out to your whole cardiovascular system, we see all these nutrients teaming up in some pretty amazing ways. The high levels of monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, along with oleic acid, go straight to work lowering your triglycerides. Plus, they help reduce inflammation in your blood vessels and actively prevent the formation of dangerous blood clots. This combination directly translates to a significantly lowered risk of heart attacks and strokes. It's quite literally a heart-protecting food.
But wait, the benefits definitely don't stop at your heart. They go straight to your blood sugar too. Peanuts have a low glycemic index, meaning they release energy slowly. This totally prevents those sudden, exhausting blood sugar spikes you might get after a meal. But even better, eating them regularly actually improves your cellular insulin sensitivity. This means your body gets way better at using the insulin it produces, which is absolutely key in lowering your long-term risk of developing type 2 diabetes.
Which brings us to part 3, weight control and satiety, the calorie paradox. I know what you might be thinking right about now. Aren't peanuts really high in calories? Shouldn't a high-fat, high-calorie snack cause weight gain? Let's unpack this calorie paradox. Well, they actually possess the holy trinity of satiety: protein, fiber, and healthy fats. The protein gives you lasting energy, the fiber physically takes your stomach longer to digest, and the healthy fats trigger hormonal signals to your brain that literally tell you you're full. This highly specific combination naturally acts as an appetite suppressant, meaning you naturally just end up eating fewer calories throughout the rest of your day.
The research on this is absolutely wild. Studies actually show that when people ate a 1-ounce serving of peanuts before 2 of their daily meals, they experienced weight loss similar to people who were put on a strict, low-fat diet. So despite packing 180 calories an ounce, peanuts can actually make weight management so much easier and, frankly, a whole lot more pleasant than dealing with highly restrictive, miserable diets.
Let's pivot to part 4,
Brain health and antioxidants, protecting the mind and body. We've talked about the heart and the waistline, but let's shift our focus to cognitive function and see how peanuts protect your brain as you age. Deep inside the peanut hides a powerful natural plant chemical called resveratrol. And yeah, if that name sounds familiar, it's because it's the exact same highly praised antioxidant you find in red wine. Think of resveratrol as a biological shield. It roams through your body, neutralizing unstable molecules called free radicals and protecting your cells from oxidative stress, which is the kind of premature aging that leads to chronic disease.
When it comes to your brain, resveratrol does not work alone. Peanuts pack a huge punch of vitamin E and niacin, that's vitamin B3. This trio is highly protective for your nervous system. In fact, studies involving older adults show that those who regularly eat peanuts actually score higher on mental function tests, have better memory management, and show a lowered risk of Alzheimer's disease and cognitive decline. It's pure brain fuel.
And those same antioxidants and minerals, they literally radiate throughout your entire body. We're talking coenzyme Q10, which promotes cellular longevity. Regular consumption has even been shown to reduce the risk of needing gallbladder surgery by preventing gallstones. The antioxidants help protect your skin from UVB rays while boosting collagen production, and the high levels of magnesium and phosphorus are constantly working to strengthen your bones. It's basically a full-body upgrade.
Finally, Part 5. Safety, allergies, and moderation. The reality check. As with anything related to health, context is everything. We've got to bring this back down to earth, because to get all these incredible benefits, we do have to confront the peanut's potential risks.
We've got to be real for a second and recognize the duality of this legume. For the vast majority of us, peanuts are this incredible functional food promoting longevity, heart health, and brain power. But for a specific subset of the population, the proteins inside a peanut are identified by their immune system as a dangerous invader, which triggers severe, sometimes life-threatening immune responses.
Because peanut proteins are literally one of the most common allergens on the planet, it is absolutely crucial to recognize how an allergic reaction escalates. It often kicks off with itchy hives or stomach cramps, but it can rapidly escalate to swelling of the face, the lips, or the airways, ultimately culminating in trouble breathing or even anaphylactic shock. If you or someone around you experiences these escalating symptoms after eating peanuts, it requires immediate, emergency medical attention. No exceptions.
Allergies aren't the whole story either. Since peanuts grew underground and are stored in massive silos, improper moist storage can lead to some serious contamination. They can harbor salmonella bacteria, which causes severe food poisoning, or a fungus called Aspergillus flavus. That fungus produces toxic compounds known as aflatoxins. This is exactly why you should always pay attention to FDA product recalls when it comes to peanut butters and prepackaged nuts.
So assuming you aren't allergic and your peanuts are safely sourced, what's the sweet spot? How much should you actually eat? Well, the magic number is 35. 35 peanuts equals exactly 1 ounce, or about 180 calories. Sticking to this daily limit lets you safely harness all the cardiovascular and cognitive benefits we've talked about without risking digestive cramps or accidentally overconsuming your daily calories.
To get the absolute most of that 1 ounce serving, here are a few super straightforward tips. First, try to eat them with that thin, papery skin still on. That is where a massive portion of the antioxidants and phytochemicals live. Opt for dry roasted or boiled varieties instead of the ones fried in heavy oils. And if you're a peanut butter fanatic, be a label detective. Strip away the junk. Choose brands that contain only peanuts and avoid the heavily processed oils, the added sugars, and the excess salt.
We have covered a ton of ground today, tracing the peanut from its ancient origins all the way to its modern role as a powerful protector of your heart and mind. With all these surprising cardiovascular, metabolic, and cognitive benefits clearly on the table, I guarantee you will never look at a simple handful of peanuts or your next PB&J the exact same way again. It kind of makes you wonder, what other incredible superfood secrets are just hiding in plain sight inside your pantry right now? Thanks so much for exploring this with me today.